Warwickshire Police want to seize this vehicle due to speeding offence and a drugs marker. So how can it have no insurance if it got released? This is my point. It's nonsense. I'm going through the same thing back and forth. Like I'm just a regular guy trying to make an honest living, and it keeps happening. It's like thousands of pounds at this point. It's nonsense. Say that part again, sorry. Speak to who?
So if you call 101,
yeah,
and then ask for Nuneaton's front desk,
yeah,
and then speak to them, they should be able to help you with releasing this vehicle, and then just like mention to them what you've mentioned to me.
Yeah.
And then hopefully they'll be able to give you some advice.
Is that normal though?
I don't know why they're putting markers.
This is what I mean, but is that normal? Have you seen this before? That somebody that's, you know, completely legit, everything's all added up, paid for all of what I need to pay so I can legally drive on the road and my staff can, and then all these separate cars keep getting stopped? Because that, to me, that can't be normal. It's impossible. How is that normal?
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know.
Do you see?
To do with any drug markers or anything.
Okay, perfect. Then no problem. Then that's fine. Thank you very much for your help. JP. Boy.
With the search record, which
Get pulled over for no reason. And again.
so I'm not going to search.
You can do whatever check you need to do. So many times, it's a bit irritating. Blue lights.
We'll end up smashing the window.
Yo people. So it's the next morning, it's 8 AM, still dark outside as you can see. And right now, I have left out super early. So I need to go to the Impound in Coventry to go and recover this vehicle. Now listen to this, I've got a little bit more of a breakdown for you. So yesterday, after I picked up, obviously, my guy who was driving the vehicle, again, completely legit, tax, MOT and insured. It's quite a funny one because what they've tried to do is now, it was West Midlands Police that seized the vehicle. So I've contacted them because they allowed him to get out of the car and left him on the side of the road without no seizure notice, because apparently they didn't have any in the car. Now that seizure notice should have been provided there and then, because without the seizure notice, you can't go and get the vehicle out. As people, if you don't know that, but you do now, you always need that seizure notice because you have to take it to a front office desk, police station, get it stamped by them after providing all of the documents to prove that the vehicle is yours. Then you take it to the impound, pay your impound fees, impound insurance, and whatever day rate fees that you've got on top of that, including the recovery of the vehicle, and then they'll release it. But yesterday they gave me the mad runaround. They're actually, it's funny people, yeah, because they're taking the absolute piss. You hear this? So I've called up West Midlands Police. Oh, sorry, we've passed this on to Warwickshire Police. Huh? Warwickshire Police? What have they got to do with this car? It was pulled over in the West Midlands. Cool. So that was the first thing. Now, I've contacted Warwickshire Police. They're sending me back to West Midlands Police, saying because they seized the vehicle, you've got to go through them. But hang on, you guys are holding the vehicle in Warwickshire. So what they've done is they've pulled over the car, seized it in, I think it was not too far from Sutton Coldfield, yeah? Then they've taken the car to Coventry. Why the f is the car in Coventry? Tell me that, people, yeah? Why? Is that not an inconvenience? So it's not about me having to like waste time regarding that. Is the fact that everything closes down, as we know, at this time of year. So you could literally be waiting all the way through to the new year in order to get this shit sorted out. The vehicle is known for speeding offences in Warwickshire. So that's the first thing, yeah? So apparently, I mentioned it in the previous clip, that it's been seen 2 or 3 times doing 130 miles an hour.
Warwickshire Police have got this vehicle going through motorway speed cameras at around about 130 miles per hour on the motorway.
What date is this?
I don't have those to hand.
Okay.
It's on multiple days. Is what's been relayed to me.
In a 70, I believe that you're gonna, that kind of speed, you've got to have been doing it on the motorway, surely. It can't be the built up area. So that's nonsense. And I'll tell you the reason why that's nonsense, because that specific vehicle can't even reach 130 miles an hour. I know for a fact it would be shaking its absolute balls off trying to get to that kind of speed. It's nonsense. So that's one bit of bullshit. And now, people, the second bit of bullshit, the main bit of bullshit. Drugs marker. Drugs. Me. Selling drugs. Off. You're chatting shit. Absolute shit. trust me, people, I'm taking this further. I'm going to speak to my solicitor. At this point now, it's harassment. This shit is harassment. I don't care what nobody says about it. It is. They're absolutely chatting shit. Like, I'd understand if you've got me on something here properly. Fair enough. Now, I know with that car, there's only 2 people that have driven that car. Me, when I bought it and collected it, and my staff member who's been driving it for the past 3-4 months since I bought it. I know for a fact, yeah, this is absolute fact. I know for a fact he wouldn't be driving around doing 130 miles an hour knowing, one, he's going to jeopardize one of my vehicles, and also he will jeopardize his job, because I will have to fire him if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? He won't have no job. So come on, people, think, is that going to really be true? Is my staff member going to look at me in the face, yeah, and say, I promise you, bro, yeah, I haven't done this? Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously I'm going to believe him, because I wouldn't have him as a staff member if I didn't have that trust in him. So the point of it is, these police are just chatting. You're absolutely chatting. So the day is going to be really interesting now. That I've got to go there, remember, because everything's to me, and go and get this vehicle released. So if they come to me and try to say it's me on these speeding offences or drugs market, I'm going to go absolutely mad, people, yeah? Because now I've had a fuck off. And I don't mean to keep swearing, yeah, but the frustration's gone past it. Like, I had to literally yesterday, you know the ones where you have to close your eyes, like, for a second? Because you're that pissed. JP. And the absolute shit that the police try and put us legit people through. Especially when, I'm going to tell you something else as well. Before anyone mentions this in the comments, oh, maybe someone's got it out for you. No, it's impossible that, because nobody knows what this car is, the registration of this car, and that it's mine, one of my vehicles personally. No one knows that. When I bought it, my staff members had that vehicle from day one. So for anybody out there, they will think that that's his vehicle. He ain't got any issues with people. But then again, when I think back to a little situation, then maybe he has got issues with people, and I know who them people are as well. So I'm telling you, if it's them people that are doing this shit to him out of spite, not realising that they're trying to implicate my shit and piss me off, then no problem. So then we'll implicate your shit. You get me? And now we know that your shit not covered like my shit is. So, yo, I know that all these people watch the videos as well. Trust me, I'll do that. You seen what I did to the last brother? Viral sensation. You get me? And we know for a fact that it hasn't been involved in any speeding offences since I've owned the vehicle. If it has before that, that's nothing to do with me. And I've got proof for the day and time that I bought it, because I've done that shit electronically on purpose. I'm telling you, people, something for you lot to think about. If you're buying from somebody private that you don't really know, yeah, yo, just make sure you assign a vehicle. No, forget the paperwork shit in regards to papers. Do it online, so you've got the documentation there. You'll have the transaction ID, date and time, everything, because it covers your back. Look at this situation now. 130 miles an hour in a 70. I'm sure that's a ban. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's serious, people, but I know that it's not me and my staff member, so it's whatever. If it's before that, it's a bit strange that the vehicle's only just been pulled over, but it's been pulled over in the past and let go on 2 occasions, but on this 3rd occasion, now suddenly there's drugs. Yeah. JP. Anyway, that's what's going to happen. Don't mean to be talking too much, but I'm just trying to give you all of the information so you can understand what's actually been going on, so it makes sense before people have got their obviously different views and whatnot, so just so it's all clear. So yeah, on the way to the impound, we'll get an update. Obviously by the time we get there, it's going to be light, obviously it's dark now, early morning, and then we'll give a little breakdown of what's next. I spoke to the impound as well finally, who said the only people that can release this vehicle is Warwickshire Police, that the seizure notice needs to come from them. I've spoken to them, they're saying it needs to come from West Midlands Police, and then I spoke to them, West Midlands Police saying it needs to be Warwickshire. So they're just trying to give man a run around, knowing that the delays that they make, the impound will be closed over the Christmas period into the new year, and then it's going to keep clocking up the fees. They're clever, but not that clever, because I know what you're trying to do. Outside of that, people, there is actually not a front office desk in Warwickshire. You can't go to a police station in Warwickshire anymore in regarding these matters. You have to send all of the information to this email address that I was given from the impound, because they're like for vehicle release, because they no longer do it. So imagine that now. I've already sent the email as of yesterday, but if they haven't responded to that, then how long is it going to take to get a response? See what I mean? Anyway, piss take. See you when I get to the impound. Love. rental plug in town. Let me tell you something, people, yeah? Rental UK have been giving me whips now for the last few months since the YouTube went bang. As you can see, we're getting some bad boy toys. So what I want you to do is, yeah, if you want good rentals at a good price, fair deposits, unlimited mileage, all of the bits in between, you know what to do. Hit up Rent It. All I'm gonna say to you is proper insurance, yeah? Unlimited miles and cheap deposits. Anything that fits your budget. Tell them JP sent you, you'll get a good discount. Look. JP. Having gave us the run around for the whole week from the 23rd of December all the way through to the 30th of December over the Christmas period so they could gain more fees in impound charges and whatnot. We went to the impound, they wouldn't release the vehicle. We went back to the police station and they wouldn't give us a seizure notice. We had to speak to the officer that was involved in the case, but the issue was that officer that seized the vehicle was from West Midlands Police, but the vehicle was being held in the impound. So it was done by Warwickshire Police. It was long, it was in Coventry. We had to run around messing around. So what they did is held onto the car for an extra couple of days just to charge us more than impound fees before we could actually get the paperwork together to be able to get the vehicle released. Long. So yo, it's a new day. And as you can see, look where we are. The place where we don't ever want to be. So people, since the seizure of the second vehicle, it has been, today is the 30th of December, so it's the eve of New Year's Eve, and they've so far had the vehicle that they took that had this drugs marker on there 7 days ago. Now I tried to get the vehicle back before the whole Christmas period started and everything locked down, but they was coming with some nonsense excuses saying, you know, there's a drugs marker on there, you can't release it without speaking to Warwickshire Police, even though it was West Midlands Police that seized the vehicle. So now that's why they've made the whole situation where it's made things a lot more difficult. So for the last 7 days, on the days that they have been open, I've had to run around trying to get this all sorted out, just to obviously stop the fees from increasing. And you know what's more funny about this whole thing now is the fact that I've got to come here, yeah? I've got to come to that place where I don't really want to go because the vehicle was stopped and seized in Sutton Coldfield. So obviously, if people that know Sutton Coldfield, obviously is a small town in Birmingham, yeah? But they seized it there, and then West Midlands Police have gave the vehicle to Warwickshire Police. JP. Now, it gets even more interesting. So, it's just funny how they actually make absolute then. So I've said, okay, no problem, I'm not that far from there now, so I'll come to the vehicle and obviously take the vehicle back, because unfortunately, mate, the vehicle's already on the back of the recovery truck. So you know, people, once they've actioned the recovery, regardless of whether it's even touched the back of the recovery truck yet, you still got to pay $192 straight away. That's just a standard, because that's the recovery company's fee, and obviously if they've been told to come out, that's not their fault, and that's just action by the police. Cool. So then the next thing was, there was the reason why my staff member apparently was wanted. This is what they said, he was wanted, as you heard him mention in the previous clip.
I gave them my details, my address, my date of birth, all that's legit. They've now said that I'm wanted by...
There was a drugs marker on the vehicle, so the drugs marker was obviously on there. Apparently we sell drugs. That's what we do. We don't make a legit living. We sell drugs and we commit crimes like this in order to get these things what we've got, and that's what it is, because everything's based on materials, you know what I'm trying to say. So what we're going to do is now we're going to fucking head into this little dead spot we're about to come to, yeah? This is this building behind me, this is Warwickshire Police Station, the main justice centre, and get this paperwork sorted out. I've got the details that I need on me in order to get this car out, and we'll see if they release it. But anyway, before we talk too much, we're going to head into here now. This is where the spot is. So let's see what they're saying. Because I tried saying that you need all these documents as usual, which I've got, but let's see if they try and make things more difficult. Yes, people, the reason why I didn't record the conversation between me and the officer is because she was giving me some information that probably would be frowned upon by her colleagues, because she was just acting like a normal person, which was good. So I decided to, obviously, we blurred her face. Now you see that, people, yeah? This is the way that it should be dealt with. Very nice officer, no problems. She's even giving me the look if to say, look, this happens too regular regarding the stereotyping and problems. And now look,
How quick can we get the car back? It's not no messing around. She's not messing. She's going to take the documents and photocopy them now. JP.
Okay. Don't know if you can hear me. Microphone should be good. It is a bit windy. Seizure notice right here. Confirmed, complete. Now we're gonna go there and see what they're saying. Last time they made me pay impound insurance and then do a claim to get that back. The claim has been unsuccessful because they said, oh, at the time of the stop there was no insurance, which is bullshit, people, there was. But anyway, that lady that I just dealt with there, I can't lie, whoever that woman is, big her up, man. She was very, very, it was like I was speaking to a person, yeah, that wasn't even police. It was just a normal person, understood the situation. I told her the breakdown. She was even saying like, she sees this quite regular. If you feel like you're being victimized, contact the forces that are obviously doing so, and then put in obviously the complaint to professional standards. So you see, people, you thought that I'm out here playing victim and this and that. This isn't playing victim. This is blatant bull and harassment every single day, and now it's even happening to my staff members. So we are going to take these further. I want to say big up to everybody that's been in the comments of the previous video, part 2, and finally you people realize that it's not for views. This is really what's happening. Because I hear some nonsense in the first video. Oh, you're doing it for views. No, it's not. It's not views. You don't know the situation. You're in the comments talking about, oh, leased cars and this and that. Listen, I'm going to tell you one thing clear. Whether people see it as arrogant or not, the level that I'm on is not anywhere where you can talk about. You don't know me. You don't know anything about me. All you know is what I put out on YouTube. So what I'm going to say to you people is, if you're going to comment on my stuff, yeah, relax yourself, because you don't know anything about me. Simple as. We do proper stuff. I'm not out here ruining my reputation, yeah? And I've been out here running professional sport for 10 years on TV. You know what I'm saying? I'm not some fool from the road. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't need to be out here doing illegal stuff. So that's one thing that I'm going to make clear. So yeah, listen, we're on the way to the impound right now. I've got the seizure notice, and obviously, hopefully now there's no messing around when we get there, you get me? And we can just get the car back, and then that's, we're going to end the year with all the vehicles back in my possession, every one of them. You know what I'm saying? So stay locked in. Love. So we're just pulling up to this impound now. Ooh, that's not very good, is it? Yo, bro, mashed up his thing. So we're here. This is the yard. My car, please, chap.
Yeah, you have to park up somewhere, mate. Go in the shop and sort.
Oh, is it inside here? Yeah. All right, nice one. People dying. Trying to get this done and get out of here. Get me. Here's the final charge. Just paid that £348. Yeah. £26 a day, 192 for the recovery, and I just got here at 5 to 12, so it actually stopped me paying the next charge on that. And then this was the impound insurance that was added on top of that total. Apparently they've gone to the storage yard, 5-10 minutes going to bring me the car, and that's the end of it. But now I'm going to have to do a complaint for this, because they said drugs marker, they said speeding offences, and none of it was that. And I'm going to tell you this, people, you know, really impound shouldn't charge on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? Because they're closed, but this impound does charge on the weekend, so that was an extra £52 in itself. Absolute skank. Let's wait for this car to come. Love. So here we are, people. The car is back.
There you go, mate.
Thank you. So people, the car is back. This is one of the fleet vehicles for the business. Obviously, you know the score. So now we are going to do get this back, get everything checked that everything's here. That's what I was just checking now, because you know how these people do. There's always someone actually just messaged me saying that the police love me. But it's true, they do love me. Got the car back. Gonna end the year now, locking off all the businesses until the new year. Stay locked in for the next videos. Love. JP. Alright people, this is getting worse. Remember the video was ended? It's not ended. There was money in this car, yeah? A total of £420 to be exact, yeah? And the money's gone. And it was obviously left in the car because obviously the police wouldn't allow my staff member to take any of the funds out of the car, and it basically, when they seized it, and now the money's not here. Jokers, man. And I'll be real, I'm not saying it's the police. I reckon the garage that I just gone to now, yeah, to collect the car. It's not like a big impound or a big known person. Like it's some little like side garage, family run business kind of vibe. I'm telling you, a little scruffy guy that just collected the car. It was a bit strange because imagine this. Let me cut off that a sec. Imagine this. When he's pulled up, if you see from the camera, he gets out of the car and goes straight into the office first. He doesn't come straight to me and give me the key. He went straight in. Bearing in mind, the only reason I heard him go in there, has that car been paid for? He went in there and said that, yeah, but guess what? They wouldn't have told him to go and collect the car from their storage if the car hadn't been paid for. So he's checking. He's gone inside, yeah. Quickly, he was in there for about, I don't know, 30 seconds and he's came back out to give me the key. So I reckon he's took the money out of the car and then gone inside, quickly dashed it down and then come back out acting like he was going to ask them a question when he wasn't. He's stolen the money out of the car and I'm hoping that I think I have got his face on the video. I'm going to show you people right now, yeah? And now I'm going to have to call up and say, what's the situation with this because there's money missing from the car. Stay locked in, I'm going to call them right now. Yo, so this is who the company is, yeah, for Longley Garage. Obviously, this is the address in Coventry, so I'm going to call them right now to see what's going on, because where's that money gone?
Hi.
Hello?
Hello, yeah.
Yeah, hi mate. I just collected from yourselves, basically asking who interacts with the vehicles while you guys keep them in storage, because there's money missing out of this car.
Only myself to photograph it. So, what's the reg of your car? What money's supposed to have been in it?
There should have been £420 in the side of the gym bag when they seized it. It was definitely in there, 1000%. And I'm not going to squabble over the money, but it's not the point, it's the principle. There was money in the bag and it's not there now. And the bag was on the front driver's passenger floor, and when I've got in the car, it's on the back seat and it's partially open. So it's not really making sense to me.
No bag on the photos when it came into here, in the front of the car.
When I just collected it now, it was on the back seat in the middle. I didn't leave it on the back seat.
That's what I'm saying. It's not in the front of the car on the photos. It must have been in the back seat the whole time. If the police have searched it, but say there's nothing on our photos with a bag in the front of it. Nothing in the front footwells at all. So
okay, no problem. So what would
search the vehicle at roadside?
Oh yeah, now I understand that. That's fine. So in this situation, obviously, what would you recommend that I do based on the goods being missing?
Well, you'll have to report it to the police, won't you? But I say that vehicle's been locked inside an alarm building since the moment it came in.
All right, no problem. One more quick question. One more quick question. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you see, when you send one of your staff to go and collect the vehicle,
yes,
no one would be sent to collect the vehicle until obviously the fees have been paid, would they?
Until what? Sorry.
Until the fees have been paid, the storage fees will be paid to you before you action the vehicle getting collected from your storage yard, wouldn't it?
That's correct.
So as you just heard from the manager himself, they do not action the release of a vehicle until the fees are paid beforehand. So therefore, there was no reason when their staff member brought the vehicle back was for him to go inside before he came back to hand the key. Something's not right there, people.
What I'm saying is, when the vehicle obviously first pulled up onto the forecourt, the gentleman that brought the car, how come he came inside first to ask if the vehicle's been paid for, when you wouldn't have actioned its collection if it wasn't paid for?
But the vehicle being released and the charges being paid are two separate things.
Okay, yeah, that I understand that, but the guy that collected the vehicle was already there when I first arrived at your garage this morning, sorry.
But that is just, common sense. Just double check. All he did was walk in, say, this is sorted, isn't it? And we said, yes, that's fine, the guy can have the car.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
No issue there.
Okay, that's no problem.
The other thing is that all our staff are vetted to the highest. They're more vetted than the police officers themselves. They do background checks, so there's nothing. I'm quite satisfied that none of our staff have taken it. We had one about 2 weeks ago. They got £10,000 of cash in it, which was handed straight back to the police the day. If we wanted to take anything, we'd have took the 10 grand in cash out of that car.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
Traced, so.
Obviously, I can only ask the question, can't I? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's
all right.
To ask, but yeah. All
perfect.
Right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Cheers,
bye. Bullshit people. See what you just said? They operate across 2 sites. So the staff that comes down from the second site down to the first site to bring the car, yeah, comes from the second site straight down. No, it didn't, because when I first pulled up, it was that guy that was flagging me to come out of their yard that I first pulled into.
Yeah, you have to park up somewhere, mate.
That went and collected the vehicle from up there. He wasn't already up at the second site. He was at the first site when I got there. Then he went up there, got dropped off and came back in the car. I'm not stupid. You can say that everyone's vetted or whatever, but like he's trying to drop the £10,000. Don't chat nonsense. You see what they do, people? You think that this is a joke? We're not squabbling over the £400, and forget the £400. It's irrelevant. I just paid more than that in total for all of to get the car out. But the point of it is, the money was there, and it's principle. See, people? I'm not even gonna bother calling the police. I can't even be arsed. All I'm letting you know is there was money in the bag, 1000%. Yeah, that's it. Because that would have been from jobs that was done that day. Yes, people, it's not illegal money. Before anyone tries to drop that shit in the comments. You know, we do things the right way, but it's not the point. The police seized the vehicle, they wouldn't allow anything to leave the car, and obviously that's the reason why everything got left in the car. Now suddenly there's no money. Yeah, there you go then. Like, this car, really, what I wanted to do is lucky that they gave me back at the price they did, which is a few £100 outside of a few other bits that I had to pay. Because if they didn't, then what I would have done is just left the car there, because the car wasn't even worth the time and the effort, and all I wanted back out of the car was the equipment for the business. That's it. Just want the equipment for the business, nothing else. But they wouldn't even give that, so it's like, take the whole car or don't. And it, so I was like, so I'm gonna have to take the whole car. So I would have just left it there, people. You think I got time for this? Wasting my time? Nah. But anyway, but all I'm saying, people, yeah, make sure anything that you get seized by the police, the seizure notice is done there and then when you're stood there and you know exactly what's there. They haven't done a seizure notice for this car, yeah? You get me? They haven't done a search either, because they searched the car. There's no search notice, there's no seizure notice. It's all nonsense. So one of the people in this process has stolen the money. I don't care what people say, it's gone. It's not there, innit? But whatever. Stay locked in for the future content. Like, share and subscribe. 2024 has been a crazy year. Fortunately, we've benefited from it in many ways as well. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. We're gonna, this video is most likely gonna get dropped at the start of 2025 as well, because I'm gonna lock off for the rest of the year now. And then have a little breather, and we've got some other good content to come. So yeah, man, love to the supporters. JP.
Look, it's no chill. Remember days I had no till, so I had to whip it like oatmeal.